Good morning. I am sharing my experience on how to solve questions using elimination method and common sense. So please watch the video till the end and hope this video will help you in maximizing your score. So now moving to the question number 1. It is based on Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. It is a bank which provides the loan or investment for the socio-economic development of Asian nation as well as other nations. So in this, three statements have been given. First is AIIB has more than 80 member nations. So this is a confusing statement because usually students are not able to remember the number of members. Then moving to the second statement, India is the largest shareholder in AIIB. And third statement is AIIB does not have any members from outside Asia. So this is the question given in the examination, and if we have to use the elimination method, then what should be the thinking process? So we all know that AIIB has been proposed by China. So obviously India will not have the largest shareholder in AIIB. So the statement second is incorrect. So through this, option B and option D will be eliminated. Now you have two options, A and C left. Now moving to the third statement, AIIB does not have any members from outside Asia. We all know that AIIB has members such as Australia and New Zealand. So this statement is also incorrect. So option C will also eliminate and the answer will be A, one only. So by using the elimination method as well as the common sense, even if you do not know the answer, you will be able to solve the question. In the Civil Services Prelims examination, the question on this topic will not be repeated. I am just helping you in thinking in the right direction. ये चीज मैं आपको इसलिए नहीं बता रही हूँ कि आप हर क्वेश्चन में अराउंड 100 क्वेश्चंस को आप इसी तरह से सॉल्व करिए. मैं उस चीज में बता रही हूँ कि इन क्वेश्चंस में अगर आप किसी भी क्वेश्चन में कंफ्यूजन है तो आप थोड़ा सा भी एलिमिनेशन मेथड और कॉमन सेंस यूज करके क्वेश्चन को कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि दो चीजें होती है, या तो आप बिल्कुल ही गैस मार रहे हैं कोई भी क्वेश्चन में कि आपने लगा कि इसको पढ़ के हमें तो लग रहा है कि ए ही होगा, हम ए पे टिक कर देते हैं. और अगर आप थोड़ा सा एलिमिनेशन मेथड और कॉमन सेंस यूज करके करेंगे सो आप गैस तब भी कर रहे हैं, सो दैट विल बी एन एडुकेटेड गैस और उसमें गलती के चांसेस थोड़े कम हो जाएंगे. इसलिए इस पूरे वीडियो में आपको ये सिखाया जा रहा है व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन वाइल्ड गैसेस एंड एजुकेटेड गैस. नाउ मूविंग टू द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, द स्टेटमेंट इज व्हाट वाज द पर्पस ऑफ इंटर क्रेडिटर एग्रीमेंट साइंड बाय इंडियन बैंक्स एंड फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस रिसेंटली. So it is a question based on current affairs. If we see the options, so the first option is to lessen the government of India's perennial burden of fiscal deficit and current account deficit. We all know that fiscal deficit and current account deficit is managed by RBI and Finance Ministry. So the role of Indian banks and financial institutions are not there. So statement 1 is incorrect. Second is to support the infrastructure project of central and state government because the agreement of Indian banks and financial institutions will not support the infrastructure projects. So this option is also incorrect. Intercreditor agreement, creditor means होता है जो पैसे दे रहा है. Now moving to the third statement, to act as independent regulator in case of application for loans of 50 crore or more. So financial institutions are not involved in loan for 50 crore or above because all financial institutions have been given particular objective. And now moving to the last state, to aim at faster resolution of stressed asset of 50 crore or more which are under consortium lending. So this statement is correct because banks give loan and for the resolution of stressed assets as the NPA is increasing. So Indian bank and financial institutions have signed the intercreditor agreement. If you are able to understand the meaning of intercreditor and the role of Indian banks and financial institutions, then you can answer the question easily. Now moving to the question number 3. In this the statement is given, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board is the first regulatory board set up by Government of India. Second is, one of the tasks of PNGRB is to ensure competitive market for gas. And third is appeals against the decision of this go before the appellate tribunals for electricity. So the answer is given in this question only if you think wisely and with some common sense. In this, the first statement is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Body is the first regulatory body set up by Government of India. And the third statement is appeals against the decision of PNGRB go before the appellate tribunals for electricity. So that means tribunals for electricity or the regulatory body for electricity is already present before the formation of Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Body. So obviously it is not the first regulatory body set up by the Government of India. So first statement will get eliminated. So if we eliminate the first statement, option B is only present and the answer is option B. I hope you are able to understand the thinking process which is required for the solving of prelims question. Now moving to the question number 4. With reference to communication technologies, what are the differences between LTE and VoLTE, voice over long-term evolution? So the first statement is LTE is commonly marked as 3G and VoLTE is commonly marked as advanced 3G. As we have read the generations of mobile, there is 3G generation and then it is 4G generation, and voice over long-term evolution is commonly marked as 4G, because whenever we place a SIM or we use the data in the mobile, then sometimes near the signal area VoLTE is written. So statement 1 is incorrect. And the second is LTE is data only technology and VoLTE is voice only technology. This statement is also incorrect. You can infer is this because LTE is data only technology and the name suggests is voice over long term evolution. क्योंकि अगर क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है कि LTE is long term evolution and VoLTE का फुल फॉर्म है वॉइस ओवर लॉन्ग टर्म एवोल्यूशन, तो डेट मीन्स जो भी लॉन्ग टर्म एवोल्यूशन में चीजें हैं विथ एडिशन ऑफ वॉइस जो है वो VoLTE में, तो इसमें सिर्फ डेटा ओनली और वॉइस ओनली नहीं हो सकता. सो दैट मीन्स बोथ स्टेटमेंट्स आर इनकरेक्ट. So answer will be neither one nor. Now moving to the fifth question. It is based on the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017. It is also based on the current affairs. So the first statement is pregnant women are entitled for 3 months pre-delivery and 3 months post-delivery paid leave. This statement can be solved using a common sense that a mother requires care and treatment post-delivery more than the pre-delivery. So obviously the time of pre-delivery and post-delivery will not be same. So first statement is incorrect. This can be inferred by a common sense. Now the second statement is enterprises with creche must allow the woman minimum 6 creche visits daily. This is a tricky statement, but if you use a little common sense, then it can be solved, because the basic time of office is usually 8 hours. And if we divide 8 hours, then 6 creche visits is sounding odd, because the creche can be visited in every 2 hours. So the 4 creche visits daily is provided in the Amendment Act. As we have negated the first statement, then the option A and option D has been deleted. So the answer can be either 2 only or either 3 only. So for the second statement, as I have told, if we follow a basic common sense, then the 6 creche visits daily is little odd. And if we go for the third statement that women with 2 children get reduced entitlement, it is obviously sounding correct, because government is working for population decrease, and that's why the entitlement in other facilities related to women have been reduced if the women have more than 2 children. So statement 3 is correct. So the answer will be C, third only. And if you have any query, mail us at info@ishelpdesk.in or WhatsApp at 85860 For more videos and for more guidance, you can subscribe our YouTube channel and can visit our website www.ishelpdesk.in. Thank you and all the best for the examination.